go for the leg, which we hit, but it survived. Wild Mac. Let's go straight to attack and Alpha Strike. And we just left leg, center torso, right arm, right torso. We just kind of blew the rest of the mech up. The prison is ours. Thanks for the assist, Lady Arano. I'll have Sumire bring us down for the victory celebration. There will be no celebrating, not after what I saw out there. Gods, Darius, the things the Directorate has done to these people. Kamea, I need you to meet me in the prison hospital, now. What is it? Better that you see for yourself, and Kamea, prepare yourself. This isn't going to be easy.
Mission successful.
Whew! That was a little bit touch and go there for a second. With Behemoth. Okay, so the Jaeger mech, we only got one. So that mech must have been destroyed by ammo explosion on the center torso. Any items of worth in the loot? No. So let's just take all the mech parts and then see what we get at random. Miscellaneous, good loot.
By the time our forces found him, it was too late. I'm sorry, Kamea. He was here all this time.
Rashu.
Kamea, I'm so sorry. I know how much Mastiff meant to you. He was a friend and a mentor to us both. He was more than that. The old man was like a second father to me, and my uncle condemned him to waste away on this rock. To die, wretched and broken in agony. Your cousin did this, Lady Victoria. She told him she'd make him suffer. There's no coming back from what I've witnessed here today. The scale of the Directorate's cruelty is unimaginable. What they've done here is monstrous. It's inhumane. Our intel was wrong, Alexander. The icebox isn't a prison. It's a meat grinder. Gods, my own family is behind this. And what's left of mine has chosen to look the other way. It isn't an easy thing to wrap your head around, but try to remain focused. We've just liberated the Directorate's hostages. With a single blow, you've shattered your uncle's hold on the founding houses. The prisoners you set free are already calling you the Sword of Restoration. We need to spread this message all the way to Cormadir to galvanize your supporters and weaken Espinosa's popularity there. He stole the throne at gunpoint. How much popularity could he have? More than you'd expect. Remember that Espinosa's first priority was the centralization of power. That meant a tremendous growth in resources and infrastructure on the throne world. The citizens of Cormadir enjoy fewer personal freedoms than they did once, but their lives have improved greatly in a material sense, and the people will forgive a great deal for security and comfort. With our victory on Weldry, we've all seen what happened to those who would not be bought or indoctrinated, those who refused to kneel before a tyrant. We know what became of the people who were made to disappear, and soon enough the entire Reach will know it too. The momentum is on our side, Kamea. We need to take advantage of it. You're right. This isn't the time for hand-wringing, but Alexander, you didn't see what I saw out there on the other end of the battlefield. The work crews all hunched and broken, the graveyards, great fields of unmarked burial plots that stretch as far as the eye could see. Every time I blink I see it, the misery that was allowed to fester here. I can picture it well enough. I saw my share of human misery when I was freelancing on the frontier. I'm sure you did, but that was the lawless frontier. Before my uncle's coup, Weldry was part of the Oregon Coalition. We're better than this. This place is going to stay with these people for the rest of their lives. I'd do anything to be able to spare them that hurt, but I can't. Word of advice from an old veteran, Lady Arano? Focus on something you can do. Give us an order. Tell us to blow something up. Shit. Use your imagination. The key is you do something and you move on. Thank you, Chief Vertanen. You have a good crew, Wild Mac. I have a new assignment for you and a reward for your service. The Argo appears on your view screen. She's in rough shape, but she appears to be spaceworthy. For decades, the wreck site of the Argo was one of my father's most closely held secrets. When I sent you to retrieve her, I meant for her to serve as a symbolic purpose, a sign of rebirth and renewal, emblazoned with the Arano cormorant for all to see. I was naive. This is a time for action, not symbols. And so, Wild Mac, I have decided that she will be yours to command. The Argo will serve as your new home, and she will fly your mercenary banner. Lord Madeira will join you to act as my liaison, and in return you will grow strong, sharper, more flexible. You will hone your company to a razor's edge, one that I will hold to the Directorate's throat. Sounds good to me. Well, you've got yourself a navy. If that's settled then, please, Kamea, go back to the triage tent and get your wounds looked at. The conditions here are beyond unsanitary, and you'll be of no use to anyone if you're dying of some exotic infection. Our people can tend to the wounded. We need you to be strong for the fight ahead. I will, Alexander, but not just yet. Assemble our people in the courtyard. There's something I need to say.
People of the Oregon Reach, I am Kamea Arano, and I have failed you. For 3 long years, Director Espinosa has imprisoned and starved and murdered our people. And where was I? Hiding in a palace, light years away, building support, planning. While the Directorate's secret police turned neighbor against neighbor, made your loved ones disappear, conscripted your children. I wasn't here. I didn't know. The crimes that I have witnessed here today are unforgivable. No doubt, Director Espinosa believes that the ends justify the means, that the Oregon Reach has been made strong. Well, I say that strength built on fear is brittle. The Directorate is a paper tiger, and I declare this restoration today to rally the true strength of our people, our resilience, and our freedom. Let Weldry be a call to arms. Join us, and together we will liberate the founding houses and retake Cormadir. Not because it is my birthright, but because the Directorate's crimes against you, the Oregon people, will no longer be tolerated. That is what I fight for, and I vow to fight for your freedoms to my dying breath.
Hello again, my mercenary friends. Before you officially take possession of the Argo, I wanted to introduce myself in person. We never really got a chance to meet properly on Axelis. So, hi, I'm Dr. Farah Murad, or just Farah, if you preferred. It's nice to meet you all face to face. Yeah, Doc, you too. I'm gonna call you Doc, by the way. You should probably go ahead and get used to it. It was impressive work you did, getting the Argo flying. Between you and me, I had my doubts. Honestly, I did too. You should have seen what the Argo's interior looked like after a couple of hundred years of pirate occupation. Actually, I take that back. If you'd seen what I saw, you never would have wanted to set foot inside. Take it from me, the ship has been deloused from bow to stern, and every meter of her has been hosed down with industrial grade disinfectant. This ship is clean enough to ought to eat off of, I swear it. Uh, yeah, I lost a friend today. Yes, Commander, I'm sorry, both for the flippancy of my tone and for what happened to your friend. I guess I'm just excited. It isn't every day that you get to introduce your new crewmates to the ship you just rebuilt. New crewmates, do you know something we don't? Hear that, Yang? We're finally getting a shipboard engineer. That's good, because I don't have a clue how anything on this boat works. Frankly, I'm amazed that Doc Murad managed to get her flying at all. I'm still a little amazed myself, only a little, because I'm very good at what I do. It was kind of touch and go there for a while. Oh, and Darius, I'm sorry about all the shouting back on Axelis. As it turns out, getting shot at by pirates puts me on edge. No hard feelings? None at all. Keep this beast flying and you can yell at me as much as you want. Hell, I'm used to it. Welcome to the family. You too, Lord Madeira. I'd never imagined we'd work together, but I'm glad to have the opportunity. As am I, Mr. Oliviera. Over the years of our exile, Lady Arano told me great things about you and your company, all of it good. Even before the events of the coup, she knew about Markham's marauders, your assistance in her father's Fijaldra, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, campaign did not go unnoticed. It was a job, Lord Madeira. We only did what High Lord Tamati paid us to do. Still, it feels good to be appreciated and to know that someone out there still remembers Commander Markham's name. You'll be a welcome addition, being remembered as the best any mercenary can hope for. Thank you, Commander Roassum. Speaking of which, you'll have some time to break in your new ship before Lady Orano is ready to move on Panzer. Zelda's moving, she needs to consolidate our forces on Weldry and replace our losses with fresh volunteers. You remember her orders, you are to sharpen your company and grow strong, and now that you have a mobile command center worthy of the title, I suggest that you use it. I'll get you a fresh batch of contracts to look over, Dejectano. The whole Rimward periphery is our oyster now. We won't be limited by debts or travel restrictions. Exciting times, I've got to say. How about it, Yang? You excited? Yeah, boss, I'm practically giddy. So why the hell are we still standing around here talking? There's an absolute enormous Beckmay right over there, and it's got my name written all over it. Damn right it does, Yang. You all heard him. Take your stations, everyone. We're free agents until Lady Arano calls for us, and there's money to be made. The Argo is not in good shape, Commander, but with time and money and some of Chief Bertrand's technical resources, we can address most of the major problems, maybe even make this place nice again. I'll be in engineering if you want to know more. Lady Arano said she wanted us to get stronger. With these mech facilities, we finally have the resources to do that. Bring me scrap mechs from missions and shops, and I'll rebuild them into fighting machines. And remember, boss, when it comes to mechs, bigger is better. We're going to need to do some repairs. Come on. I clicked on continue. Okay. Let's go to the captain's quarters. Now that we have the Argo, let's go to customize company. Actually, let's back out and go to Argo. Eh, the wolf just doesn't seem doesn't it's not working for me at this point. I wish I had the clan symbol for clan wolf. That would work real well. And I think we are going to go ahead and leave it with the wolf. And then we are going to go to engineering, and we will deal with our first engineering upgrade as soon as I get back. I'm going to click over to be right back, and I'll be right back.